Hi guys, I thought I'd try some micro lessons again. It's only going to let me go a few seconds at a time, probably my phone, but maybe I'll just try to get a lesson in anyway. I wanted to discuss a topic that usually is self-explanatory, like you either know this and then therefore don't need a lesson of it, or this just doesn't need explaining really. But I'd like to explain this topic, alternate picking. I thought about it, and I finally think I got my head around the whole concept of it. Besides just going up and down, but how do you break that down into measurable units? Yngwie Malmsteen said something on his young guitar video. He was doing a scale on the high E string. It was just a harmonic minor scale, I think E harmonic minor on the high E string. And he said, with alternate picking, you can get more speed. Instead of just going only down or only up, you go down, up, or up and down, and up and down. So I thought about that and I broke it down. First of all, alternate picking is for speed. That's what it's for. So understand that first. And then, like he said, and you can get instead of going only down or only up, you go down, up, or up and down. And that is two choices. You can start with a down, you can start with an up. You can go down, up, or you can go up, down. And that's with two strokes. And I broke it down in my mind like a drummer. You know, drummers stick. They go left, right stick, right, left stick. And they also have a certain number of beats that they break their units down. And I like to discuss alternate picking from the concept of thinking of it like a drummer. Rather than a guitarist with chords and notes, think of the picking itself as just like a drum. So we have down, up, which would be right, left, or whatever. Up, down, which would be left, right, or the opposite for each case. You have down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And you can start with either one. They're both just as important as the other. I know a lot of guitarists, at least me, I always seem to start on a downstroke, but that's very limiting, and it's not the only possibility. Down, up, down, up, down. Up, down. I know I'm not playing very well. Down, up, down, down, down. They're both important, and your upstroke shouldn't be the weak stroke. It should be equal. One of my mentors, it's not my mentor anymore because he unfriended me in real life, said that down and stroke and upstroke are equal and opposite motions. They should be not only opposite but equal. Up, down, up, down. Now, the next thing I thought about was that if you think of it like beats for a drummer, there's two strokes. There's downstroke and upstroke. Therefore, there's two strokes. So there's two strokes to start with. But then what about the number of strokes you're using in a group? Well, for drumming, there's only 2 and 3 groups of beats. Everything else can come from those. One beat's nothing. 2 beats is cool. And if you double that, you get 4. So you can get 4 from 2 by just doing it twice. So that still does 2. 3 beats is 3 beats. That's a new thing. That's different than 2. And if you want more than 4, like 5, you can always do 3 and 2. So if you have 3 and 2 beats, you have everything else you need, because 4 is just 2 and 2, 5 is 2 and 3, 6 is 2, 2 and 2, or 3 and 3, 7 is 3, 2 and 2. So once you have 2 beats, you only have 2 basic groups of strokes, 2 strokes and 3 strokes. And you can start either one of those with an upstroke or a downstroke. So you only have 4 different choices. You have down, up, down, or down, and up, down, up. It breaks down just to that. So if you think of 2 strokes or 3 strokes at a time, starting with down or up equally, you have basically the whole concept of alternate picking as I understand it. Thought of especially from the point of view of a drummer. So practice, to me, it would make sense. Practice with upstrokes just as strong as that downstrokes. Try starting with an upstroke. So picking is going to be faster now that I've cleared it up in my head. My picking is going to be more physically articulatable than it was before this breakthrough. Look how fast I am. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm faster than I was before this breakthrough. I wasn't that fast before I broke this down for myself mentally. I don't mean a mental breakdown. Breaking it down, even physical processes are done by the brain. So when the brain figures something out, it affects the body. It affects the physical manifestation. When I figured out that it's basically 2 strokes or 3 strokes, and it's either start with a down or start with an up. That clarified it in my brain. And then my body's quicker and more accurate with it. I hesitated more before. I was like, what am I doing? Why? Which is a down? Which is an up? But when I broke it down into down, up, down, down, up, down, up, that made me understand that I understand it, so that I can do it much more cleanly and quicker, faster too, and accurately probably too. Yeah, I'm doing some string skipping with the alternate picking just to make it more interesting. I never was that fast. Never was that fast with my alternate picking, and I've been doing alternate picking for 30 years, and it just took me that long to get my head around it enough to be as fast as I can be. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I don't think I left anything out. Remember, you can start with an up or a down. You have groups of 2, groups of 3. Everything else can be broken down into those 2 groups, and you can start with either a down or an up stroke. So you only have 4 choices: down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. But the guys do something rock and roll.